welcome to the Room of Requirement. My name is Megan, and I have over 25 years of occult and esoteric study and spiritual practice. And today I'm going to be talking about paranormal entities, the unified paranormal theory, and parallel dimensions. And this one ties into another video that I did talking about the astral realms. Paranormal experiences and entities are highly interconnected with your spiritual journey and your spiritual path, and they're intertwined, and they are just as much of a part of your spiritual journey as your spiritual practice. And so I wanted to make this video to tie all that together. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. So, overview of paranormal entities. The world of the paranormal is vast and intriguing, with entities that capture the imagination and elicit wonder and fear in equal measure. These entities are believed to exist on the earth plane and in other dimensions with varying characteristics and levels of interaction with the physical world. Here we'll explore some of the most commonly discussed paranormal entities and delve into the unified paranormal theory, which seeks to explain these phenomena in a cohesive framework. So, paranormal entities on the earth plane. Ghosts and spirits. Ghosts and spirits are perhaps the most well-known paranormal entities. They are typically thought to be the souls of deceased individuals who have not moved on to the afterlife. These entities often inhabit places with which they have a strong emotional connection and may manifest as apparitions, sounds, or even physical sensations. So since a very young age, I've experienced paranormal phenomena, parasomnia, which is sleep paralysis, night terrors, sleep talking, sleepwalking. I've had spontaneous astral projection, out-of-body experiences, and all of these things tied in with my psychic abilities. I'm also a seasoned paranormal investigator, and so I'm well versed in this area. So over the years, I figured out that paranormal experiences and entities are actually a part of us, and they are things that hold space, that reside in our subconscious mind in the various different astral realms, especially the lower astral realm, to show us things, hold space for us, and they are basically like reflections of things that we need to deal with, such as trauma, pain, emotional pain, anxiety, depression, things that we fear, all of those things, which are heavily tied into shadow work, which is a part of your spiritual journey and path, which I also have another video about shadow work, and this ties into it too. So all of these different subjects are super interconnected with your spiritual journey and path, and help you on your path to awakening and then eventually enlightenment. So I felt it was very important to talk about this subject so that you can get a better understanding of how all this works and how all of these things are really interconnected with each other. Okay, so there are poltergeists. There are a lot of different kind of paranormal entities, and I'm only going to be touching on a few. I didn't want this video to be way too long, but I'm just going to touch on the most common ones. So poltergeist, as German for noisy ghost, are entities known for their mischievous and sometimes malevolent behavior. They are often associated with physical disturbances such as moving objects, loud noises, and even physical attacks. Unlike traditional ghosts, poltergeists are believed to be a form of energy that can emanate from living humans, particularly adolescents. So I have seen this quite a bit. There are a lot of misconceptions about poltergeists. They are actually created by living agents, especially those with latent psychic abilities or telekinetic abilities. And so when they get worked up or have repressed emotions from trauma, they will actually psychically project this energy out into the environment, and then it manifests as a poltergeist. So it's really important that people know that if they do have abilities, whether known or unknown, they are actually putting this psychic energy out into their environment. They can create a lot of things. A lot of this type of entity gets mistaken for apparitions or hauntings, but it's actually coming from people themselves. Okay, so shadow people. Shadow people are dark, shadowy figures that are typically seen out of the corner of one's eye. They're often perceived as malevolent and can instill fear in those who encounter them. The true nature of shadow people remains a mystery, with theories ranging from them being interdimensional beings to psychological manifestations of fear. They are actually quite both. So shadow people were never human. They reside in the lower astral realm. They're very hard to deal with on a paranormal level. A paranormal investigator, even psychic mediums, don't really have trouble. They don't really like dealing with them and have trouble corralling them because they don't really respond to traditional cleansings and protection methods and things like that. And so they feed off of complete fear. That's how they get their energy. And so these are one of the darker things, and a lot of paranormal entities get mistaken for shadow beings and vice versa. But what I think they are is interdimensional beings, and I'm going to touch on the unified paranormal theory, which will explain where these entities are coming from. Okay, so paranormal entities in other dimensions. So extraterrestrial beings. Extraterrestrial beings or aliens are thought to originate from other planets or dimensions. Reports of encounters with aliens often include descriptions of strange humanoid creatures with advanced technology, while evidence of their existence is largely anecdotal. The possibility of ET life continues to captivate scientists and enthusiasts alike. Interdimensional beings. Interdimensional beings are entities believed to exist in dimensions parallel to our own. These beings may occasionally cross into our dimension, resulting in sightings or encounters. The nature of interdimensional beings is highly speculative, with some suggesting they could be responsible for various unexplained phenomena. Then there are elementals. Elementals are spirits associated with natural elements such as earth, water, air, and fire. Often rooted in folklore, these entities are believed to inhabit natural environments and can be benevolent or malevolent. Examples include fairies or the fae, gnomes, the Unadines, each of unique characteristics tied to their respective element. So in different cultures, you'll have different names. And so one thing I did want to note, even though I'm talking about all of these paranormal entities, especially these ones in particular, if you're on a spiritual path, these things do exist, but don't get too wrapped up in all of these things because you're going to get really lost in the weeds. They are just a part of the universe and a part of our human experience. And your path into mysticism, connecting with the divine, is the most important thing. And so I wanted to really touch on that because a lot of people get stuck in this whole realm. And believe me, being an investigator and dealing with these things my entire life, I'm very much aware of all these things and they are very real. But it's important to not focus solely on this and to focus on communion with the divine and note that these things are just a part of our human experience on this earth plane. Okay, the unified paranormal theory. So if you're wanting to learn more about this, there is a book by John Keel. He was the main investigator for the Mothman prophecies, and he wrote a book called The Unified Paranormal Theory. You can read this book, and it explains this theory in depth, and it's very, very interesting, and it explains why we can see things and then they disappear, because they are residing in a different light spectrum. So we have our visible light spectrum that we can see with our own eyes. And then there is ultraviolet, and then there's infrared, which we can't see with just our physical eyes. We can see them with equipment. And so that's why paranormal evidence is so elusive and is unprovable, because these things come in and out of these dimensions in these different light spectrums that we cannot see. So in a nutshell, that's basically what the unified paranormal theory is. But if you're wanting to know more, definitely check out John Keel's work. That's John K-E-E-L. So the unified paranormal theory is an attempt to provide a comprehensive explanation for the diverse range of paranormal phenomena. It posits that all paranormal entities and activities are interconnected, possibly originating from the same source or dimension. This theory suggests that we perceive as ghosts, aliens, or interdimensional beings may be different manifestations of a single underlying reality. And remember, All of these things are coming from our own perception, so they are a part of us and we are a part of them. So they all are residing in our consciousness. And so that's how it ties into the divine, your spiritual path, your human experience, and all of these things. Key concepts of the unified paranormal theory: energy and vibration. Central to the unified paranormal theory is the concept of energy and vibration. It proposes that all entities and dimensions are composed of energy vibrating at different frequencies. Paranormal phenomena occur when these frequencies intersect or align with our own, allowing us to perceive or interact with them. Consciousness and perception. Another aspect of the theory is the role of consciousness in human perception. It suggests that our consciousness can influence or tune into different vibrational frequencies, enabling experiences with paranormal entities. This idea aligns with the notion that some individuals are more sensitive or attuned to these phenomena. The more you meditate, the more you're going to experience these type of things, the more you're going to experience the different range of vibratory rates. And so that's why some people are psychics or sensitives or empathic, because they are naturally attuned either from work from previous lives or work that they've done in this life, or, for various different reasons. But meditation that I found has really increased my ability to perceive the different vibrations in my physical reality. So if you're wanting to work on this in particular, meditation is perfect for this. Dimensions and parallel realities. So the theory also incorporates the idea of multiple dimensions or parallel realities. It suggests that paranormal entities may exist in dimensions that run parallel to our own, occasionally intersecting with our reality. And this happens constantly, all the time, without us even realizing it. This could explain the transient and elusive nature of many paranormal encounters. In conclusion, the world of paranormal entities is a complex and fascinating realm that continues to intrigue and mystify. The unified paranormal theory offers a framework for understanding these phenomena, encouraging further exploration and open-minded inquiry into the mysteries that lie beyond our current understanding. The paranormal is an integral part of your spiritual journey. It is deeply intertwined with your spiritual awakening and enlightenment. Sometimes an experience can cause an awakening, or be a part of it from the start or during the entire process. It is a natural part of our world, and as such, we are existing right alongside of it. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I would love to see what you guys think about this. If you guys know about the unified paranormal theory, any kind of experiences that you've had, and I will see you guys next time.